32 in Manchester. Feels a little bit warmer than that, though. Right now, as we're kicking off another long set with Adele. Send my love to your new lover. 95.7 WZID. All right, so I come in the morning, and I have to record a 5-hour show for Portland, Maine. So I do 10 to 3 for Coast 93.1 in Portland, Maine. So I have to do that before I go on the air for ZID, and I also have to do that before I do a talk show in FEA. Sounds like a lot, but it's really not, because I've been doing it for a long time. A long time. I got a lot of computers in here. This computer over here is for Portland, Maine. This one is our WZID tracking computer, plus all the commercials that we do. We have to put into the system. That's where that goes. And this is my internet computer, where I get to do look for stuff. Some say it's fooling around. I call it show prep, because we need stuff to talk about. So up here, I'm going to be tracking. So I hit connect, and then ZID, attach, and then it'll bring up today's log. Now, I'm going to say log a lot. That is basically a log. It's got all of our commercials, all of our music, all of that stuff on it, and that's where I have to track. So you see how there's green, and then there's pink. Pink has already been tracked. So I'm going down where there's red. Red is where I have to talk. Red has not been tracked yet. The stuff that is pink, the guy before me tracked. DNCE, Little Cake by the Ocean, 95.7 WZID. It is a holiday, not a holiday? Yeah, it's President's Day. And some people have the day off, some people don't. Let me know if you do on our Facebook page on Facebook. We're WZID Manchester. Right now, Ellie Goulding, love me like you do. 95.7 WZID. So you didn't hear anything, but this is what we will hear when it's on the air. DNCE, Little Cake by the Ocean, 95.7 WZID. It is a holiday, not a holiday? Yeah, it's President's Day. And some people have the day off, some people don't. Let me know if you do on our Facebook page on Facebook. We're WZID Manchester. Right now, Ellie Goulding, love me like you do. 95.7 WZID. So when I track, all I hear is the first couple of seconds of the song before, and then a couple of seconds of the song after. So that's where I have to kind of be a little bit of an actress and get into the music, even though I don't hear a ton of it. So over here, let me just teach you Radio 101 very quickly. So these are called pots. So if someone says, turn your pot up, that's what these are, okay? They control the volume of the microphone or the telephone or whatever source you're using. Mostly we use computers. So this computer over here is what's running the station right now. We have a national program running right now, which is a satellite program that we get piped in. And then we also have local things going on. The local news is recorded into it. Also, the local weather is recorded into it. Then we have commercials. For those who don't know, traffic is how we make our money. Traffic is the commercials. So you may hate listening to the commercials on the radio, but they pay for my house. So ZID, dance along on a Friday with DNCE. I sit in a small padded room and talk to myself all day. That's what I do. And what's really weird is that I have to be happy and peppy even if I'm having the worst day ever or somebody just angered me. It's hysterical because there are many a times where I'll be on the phone with my husband or somebody and just and I have to put it down and be like, hold on, and then be all happy, shiny, like Mary Poppins, like life is good. Because listeners don't want to hear angry Heather. They want to hear happy Heather. And that's what radio is. When you listen to the radio, you kind of listen to it to get rid of your problems or to kind of, forget about stuff. You just want to be kind of lost in it. And if you hear somebody who's just talking like this, it's not good. You want to hear somebody who's happier and who's smiling. And that's another thing is, a lot of people when they first meet me, they're like, you don't sound like you do on the radio. Well, number one, there's processing. Not a lot, but there's still some processing. And number two, I'm talking to you normally. But if I was on the air, I would be smiling because you can hear a smile. You can hear the warmth and the sincerity in a smile when people talk with a big smile. So, you know, when I'm talking about things on the air, I've kind of got to be another person. I've got to be happy Heather as opposed to normal Heather, who's usually happy but always talks kind of normally. So one of the great things about my job is that I'm able to use my platform on the radio to help out nonprofits and things that are very close to my heart. I've helped out with the American Heart Association. I've brought a large spotlight to the American Red Cross. My son needed a blood transfusion. And I've told that story billions of times afterwards to try to get people to give blood to save lives. I'm going to be doing rafting for wishes for New Hampshire Make-A-Wish. And I'm lucky enough where I'm in the spotlight enough where I can bring my name and a little bit of attention to the causes that are near and dear to my heart. And it's been an amazing 25 years so far in radio. When I started, I was playing records, reading obituaries, and now I'm multitasking and on the internet and, you know, even on a radio station up in Portland, Maine from Manchester, New Hampshire. I don't know what's going to happen in the next 25 years, but I really hope I'm part of it. Jason Derulo wants to want me. 95.7 WZID. Heather Bishop headed on out the door. I will be back tomorrow afternoon from 3 till 7. Matchbox 20 feeling a little unwell. 95.7 WZID.